Do you get tension in your neck or just neck pain that just bothers you all day long? Or do you get headaches that wrap around your head or come up over the top? Well, I'm going to show you a few things you can do today to help take care of those things pretty quickly. We're going to show you different trigger points and different muscles in the neck that, if you can get them to release, will give you some relief from that pain. So the first one we're going to start with is what's called your SCM muscle. It's the muscle that sits here kind of on the side. It helps you rotate and kind of pulls down. And so what we want to do is find that muscle. And the easiest way to find it is if you just kind of turn your head, you're going to kind of feel it pop out down here. And you're going to come and you're going to put a little pressure on that. And you're going to find that a lot of times that's pretty tender. And so what you want to do is just kind of hold on that trigger point for 15, maybe 30 seconds. And you want to put a little bit of pressure on it. It should be, on a scale from 1 to 10, maybe a 4 or 5 in pain as you're holding on that. And so just kind of come, hold on there for about 15 to 30 seconds. A lot of times you'll start to feel that pain decrease and you'll feel that point kind of release. And that's, if it does that, then that's where you want to stop, okay? Another thing you can do is kind of a myofascial release on there. Find again kind of that muscle. And what you want to do is tip your head back and away. And you're going to kind of feel that muscle pull underneath your fingers, okay? And so find that point and try and do that about 4 to 5 times. And that's going to help release that. Make sure you check both sides of that muscle, those muscles, to make sure you release both of them, okay? Again, you might find one is more tender than the other. If they both have some tender points, work on both of them, okay? You can do it at the same time if you want, or you can just work on one side. Again, kind of tip back and away, and you're going to feel that pull away, okay? The next one we find pretty frequently is just pain here in your traps. So if you feel like your shoulders are crunched up next to your ears, or somebody says, hey, relax, let your shoulders drop, okay? That probably indicates you're probably really tight through here. And so you want to find the trigger points in those muscles. And so just take your fingers, kind of reach back there, and you're probably going to find some pretty tender spots, okay? Like I got a pretty good one right there. Again, same thing, find that spot, hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Might be a little easier if you just kind of reach across and find that spot and hold it, okay? Now the myofascial release part of this, you bring your shoulder and your ear kind of together, and then you just drop that shoulder down and pull your ear away, okay? Again, repeat that about 4, 5, maybe 6 times to try and get some relief from that, and that's going to help relieve some of that tension in the muscle. Again, make sure you're doing both sides to get the best relief. Find that point, hold 15, 30 seconds, and see if that doesn't start to relax. And then you can kind of come into that myofascial release. Go there. Now we'll start to take care of those muscles, okay? The next one are just your scalenes. They come down the side of your neck. And so what you want to do is take about 2, maybe 3 fingers, come right up here. You have a little bony prominence here. You find that area kind of up there, and then you're going to take your ear and you either just hold on that, see if that releases, kind of work down a little bit, see if it comes down as you come down, if there's any different areas there that are painful. Otherwise, you take your ear to your shoulder and then just take your head to the opposite side and do that about 4 to 5 times. Try and get that muscle to release, okay? And that's another area that can be pretty tender on a lot of people, especially if you're at a computer and working on a computer quite a bit, or if your head's forward quite a bit, okay? Again, same thing, 2, 3 fingers on that opposite side. Bring that ear and then work away. Now the last one is one I find pretty commonly among people that have tension headaches. So if you get that band that just wraps around your head, just kind of a throbbing pain, this is a great one to help try and relieve that, give you some relief, give you some temporary relief from that pain, okay? So what you want to do is take your 2 fingers, just come back here, come to the bottom of your skull, where you go from your skull kind of into the soft tissue. And what you're going to do is just kind of find, work around, kind of move around. You're going to find a tender point in there, okay? And then you can just hold on that. And you can either do this both sides at the same time if they both feel tender, or you can just do one at a time. Find that point, hold on that for 15, 30 seconds. about a 4 to 6 level when you put the pressure on there. Don't want to go too deep or this is going to make it painful the next day. Okay, hold that there, let it feel like it starts to release, and then relax. Okay, the next thing you do with that, same thing, myofascial release. Get your fingers on that spot, tip your head back, and then bring it forward. And just go back and forth like that. 5 to 6 times, try and get that released. Same thing on the opposite side. And that should give you some relief from those neck pains and headaches that you're dealing with. So if that helps, let us know. Give us a thumbs up, follow along, and we'll make sure that we give you more content to help you get out of pain.